YouTube, what's up with it? It's your boy Man from Man Morph coming to you guys yet again with yet some more content. So last video I did was my up and coming females, and so this video, since we're already into the breeding season, figured I'd let you guys see some of the pairings that I've done, and also I got a couple that I'm still kind of up in the air with, so I definitely need y'all's help figuring out exactly which direction I should go with them, because I got a couple of things that I'm kind of like, should I go this way, should I go that way, maybe that way. So, I feel like I've done that before. But anywho, also, y'all ain't noticed I'm repping my Three Brothers Rodent Pantry shirt. We trying to get that off the ground, so if you have not, please go hit us up on Instagram at Three Brothers Rodent Pantry. Well, Instagram. Well, it's just Three Brothers Rodent Pantry. Whatever, however you say that. So to my two partners, my boy Juan over at Cornet Constrictors, who dropped his first clutch yesterday. So congrats to you, Juan, man. It's been a long road. I know you've been waiting, hoping, praying. And I know you was even a little discouraged, but man, look, you finally got some eggs on the ground. So hopefully that'll be a good boost and pick me up to keep going, keep pressing, because we can't control it, bro. We only control what we control. All we do is we do our pairings, our locks, and hope for the best, but we don't control anything. And also shout out to my boy G over at Sick With It Ball Pythons, my brother. And so, like I was saying earlier, this video, I'm going to show off the pairings that I'm doing this season. Well, should I say the pairings that I've already done. I'll kind of tell you guys like what I planned on doing and kind of what ended up happening, because every time you plan something, it don't necessarily go the way you expect it to. And also there is a concept that I'm thinking of. I'm not sure which direction I want to go with it, so I could definitely use you guys' help. Shout out to my boy Malaysia over at Wiz Constrictors, because he actually coined the phrase, or I guess what would be known as the title. I don't know how I'm going to go about it yet, but a concept called Main's Minutes. So last video I was kind of just rambling on about hell, who knows what, I don't know. I tend to do that sometimes. And so he was like, man, nah, keep giving us Main's Minutes. And so I'm picking you guys' brains, asking y'all thoughts on what direction I should go with that. Should I like ask a question, or somebody ask me a question and I pick a question that's left in the comments and talk about that on the next video, or maybe just pick a topic on my videos and kind of have a little quick conversation either at the beginning or the end of the video. Or maybe I should just make that a whole nother series in itself. It'll still be Main's more creation, but just kind of, Main's Minutes. So y'all tell me y'all thoughts on that. And of course, as you know, make sure you like, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you ring that notification bell, because when I jump on the tube, you'll be in the loop. So in the loop, yeah. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and drop the intro and get into it. Alright, so the first parent I'm gonna show you guys is this young lady. Her name is Anna, and she is 100% het VPI Xanthic, 100% het albino, and 50% pos het pied. But if y'all take a look, I'm sure y'all see those strong tracks. So I decided that I'd go ahead, because this was the original pairing I was doing, because I still want to prove it for pied, but the original pairing that I was doing was, I was like, well, I'll get more recessives if I put him, because this is Vincent, the Xanthic, the VPI Xanthic, 100% het albino. So I started off pairing them. He just wasn't quite, doing much. Never saw a lock out of them. So I decided, maybe he just wasn't quite ready. He is definitely producing plugs and all of that stuff, but he just wasn't quite getting the job done. So I said, well, the last time that I decided I'd pair, I decided, I'll go ahead and see if she'll prove for pied, as opposed to, continue to waste of time, because she wasn't eating. So I'm like, she could be in her cycle, where she's growing follicles and all that. I don't have an ultrasound, so, I do palpating and all that. But she wasn't quite, they weren't doing much. So I decided to go ahead and switch the pairing up And so I guess I'll let you guys see who actually ended up who I actually do have a confirmed lock with. So hold on one second. So this is who ended up well, this ended up being the actual pairing. So this is my boy. Get up, girl. So this is my boy Steppenwolf. As y'all see, it's a pied male. And he's really bright pied. Like, man, he's pretty dang on bright. So not sure. I bought him just as a pied. Not sure if there's another gene in here at play somewhere, but not too high white, you know, which is how I like them. I like mine, you know, medium to low white. I do like some, you know, like when they got a lot of splotching on them. I don't mind that, you know, but I like what pied does to the pattern. So we decided to go ahead and I'd put this fella to her and see if she ends up proving. And you know, with them, I definitely got a confirmed lock. I've got a couple actually. They were locked for a whole day and a half at one point, and so in a couple days I'll go ahead and put them back together because I just fed them on Saturday, so it's now today. By the time y'all see this, it'll be Friday, but it's Thursday evening. So I'll probably put them together maybe Saturday. You know, give them a week after they. Actually, I think I fed them Sunday. So yeah, probably this weekend I'll go ahead and be back pairing. But this is them. All right, so this was another pairing I've done, which as you guys can see, G-stripe and clown. But this is a Mojave clown, and this is pastel G-stripe female. Had a couple of good locks out of them, several actually, and so you know, this guy's definitely becoming a workhorse. He's definitely getting his work, you know, his money worth. So he's definitely getting his work in. Because I've got him going to a few ladies. So took a little while to get him going, but he's definitely doing his thing now. So if I throw him in, he's gonna go ahead and go to work. This is a nice looking Mojave clown, very clean. Just, I mean, I like the contrast of the colors. You know, he's not too dark, not too light, nice. You know what I'm saying? Brown skin, you know, brown right here, and then more like a mocha looking color. Or that might not even be the right colors. Maybe a coffee and a cream, or I don't know. But man, this guy looks incredible, honestly. Looks amazing. And this girl here, you know, she's growing quite nicely, you know, nice size. And so we gonna see what we get out of this here pairing. Like I said, pastel G-stripe and, you know, going for them double heads, G-stripe clown. And I'm really excited about this pairing. This is one of the pairings that I'm kind of anxious about, you know, just to see what all I end up with. You know, a lot of times in certain animals, you know, with certain genetics, you can't really tell what's in them. So if there's anything else hidden in her, we'll find out soon enough, because that's the same thing that happened with my albino champagne. You know, she ended up having pastel in her. But yeah, so that's this pairing, and I guess I'll show you guys what else we've done with this fella. All right, now we have this pairing, which is my SPINNERBLAST. SPINNERBLAST, possible ENCHI, but I mean, can y'all see how blushed out that head is? So I kind of am wondering if she's possibly super pastel, just because of how blushed out she is in this area. And then also, you know, I'm actually thinking that, you know, I got her as possible ENCHI. I'm believing that there is ENCHI, which is making the yellow coloration kind of hold. But you know, with this pairing is pastel, pinstripe, spider, and her, and then he's obviously Mojave and clown, and then again possible ENCHI. And so the reason I decided to go with this pairing, because I was actually gonna put my ENCHI asphalt to her at first. But I decided to go this pairing because I wanted some pinstripe in my clown stuff, because I really like how pinstripe and clown, you know, just the way pinstripe and clown react with one another. So I decided I'd go with a pinstripe instead of the route I was taking. Go ahead and just, you know, might as well get the pinstripe now if that's something that I'm working towards, right? Get the heads out the way earlier and produce the visuals a lot sooner as opposed to waiting another year. So this is who I've been breeding him to as well. And yeah, hope for the best. And so as of now, the final pairing that the final female that I'm using this guy with is this behemoth of a girl here. So this is my Firefly Leopard Spider. So again, fire, pastel, leopard, spider in this pairing. And I mean, look at her. Look at that gorgeous head stamp, man. It's just a beautiful girl. She is a monster. She's like 2,700 grams. So I'm hoping for a nice size clutch out of them. And so at first, you know, I was debating like, oh, I'm probably not going to use him for her because I didn't want to have too much of the same pairing. But I'm like, you know, so I was thinking for a minute, like, you know, maybe I'll do, and then I kind of stopped there because I'm like, well, what would I do? You know, did I want to go Exanthic? I didn't really want to necessarily, you know, go Exanthic. I wasn't really worried about Exanthic with some of these. You know, I think that VPI Exanthic Leopards would be dope, you know, and obviously if I ended up with some PAS hits and end up proving something for hit, you know, that might be dope. But I was more interested in, you know, what ways I could go with a project that I'm more invested in, I should say, or more concerned with it. So I decided that this clown was definitely the way to go because, you know, I've already got Spider due to one pairing, but I've got the Pinstripe. I've got Pastel, you know, obviously Mojave because he's Mojave. But now I'd add Leopard and Fire into my clown project, you know, and I've got a couple of other genes with my clown stuff, but adding these two, you know, the two genes that I didn't have in my clown project, so I figured, you know, that'd be dope. So, and she's just a gentle giant. She is just a gorgeous girl. So, I'm really excited to see, you know, all the different combos, because with this pairing here, I got 4 different genes at play. Well, 5 different codoms at play on top of a recessive. So, you know, just doing somewhat what you would consider like gene stacking. And this girl is just, she's freaking huge. Fat self. She probably going to be taking a turd here soon because she looking extra swole. She ate like 2 rats the other day, so she's an eating machine. But yeah, excited about this pairing, see what comes out, you know. And I figure, you know, nice stuff. You know, I really like how Leopard and Mojave interact with each other. So, you know, when you add the Leopard Mojave with the fire, you know, just different things like that. I'm looking to see some really nice animals. So, yep, this is this. Alrighty, so with this fella here, this is my Super Pastel or Pastel Leopard Orange Ghost. And so I'm pairing him to a couple of females as well. And so the first pairing that I did with him this season was to this girl here. So she's just a pastel, 66% PAS het Orange Ghost. And so I was like, you know what, go ahead and prove her out. She actually was part of the reason I ended up getting him a couple of years back, because I had her and I'm like, well, I might as well get a male that, you know, will go with what she might be to, you know, see if she proves out. So I ended up getting him. As a matter of fact, I got him from Mr. Don Shores himself over at Shores Enough. Good guy, awesome guy, man. I really rock with Don. You know, got a few animals from him. Got something that I'm actually waiting on right now from him. But yeah, this is the pairing I decided to do. Just want to see if she proves out, because I definitely need more hypo in the collection. And as you can see, he's a visual, so visual to a het should give me, you know, halfway decent odds. And so hopefully she proves and we get a few nice little hypos out of this. And then I'm putting this girl right here to him. This is a repeat pairing from last year. So she's just a spider. She looks really dull right now. She's actually in blue, so I've been pairing them. Got a few successful locks, and this was actually my first pairing. And she looking pretty thick herself. So she went for me last year in May. So I just started pairing them, and hopefully she'll go again. And last year, this was my very first pairing, like I said. And I ended up losing this clutch. This clutch, she laid a clutch on my birthday. And I had incubator malfunction and ended up losing the entire 8-egg clutch. So I was really hurt. Because, like, man, you know, that was my first clutch on the season and lost all of them. That was horrible. So we go ahead and repeat that pairing and see what nice stuff we get up out of this. And just, you know, like I said, just have more hets on the ground with a little bit more genetics. So Leopard Pastel, you know, we'll end up adding some spider in it. And, you know, I mean, honeybees are pretty nice. So, yep, that's this. And so the last female that I've paired him with is this girl right here, this Butter, Lesser, whichever you want to call it. It looks like she's going in blue. Oh, yeah. So she's going in the blue herself. She gave me one of my last clutches on the season. My butter, I actually bred a banana to her last year and ended up with a banana butter, and it actually ended up being a female, so definitely stoked about that. But yeah, so this female here, I started off one direction and kind of switched up because of the pairings that I was doing. There's a little sticker bug. What in the world is that? So I started off. I'll show you guys in a second the male that I started originally pairing her to, but I think I changed my mind with that route. And actually, I may end up changing my mind again because I found out something else. But this is who we got going with her so far. Was this male, and then there's one more that I'm gonna show you guys. So y'all tell me what y'all think on this pairing. Should I go with him, the leopard pastel, possible super pastel, but leopard pastel orange ghost, and this is the butter, or should I put the other male? And so here we have the other so far supposed candidate is this fella. Just a single gene red stripe male, good looking guy. This guy's a machine too. He gonna lock up. If you put him in there with something, he's gonna lock up. So initially I was like, you know what? I need some more stuff in my red stripe stuff. You know, I didn't really have very many genetics, so I threw him in there. But as I started doing, excuse me, y'all. As I started doing more research, I'm like, you really can't see it. It's such a, because red stripe is kind of subtle in certain things. And so I felt like it was such a subtle gene that, I really couldn't see much of a difference with the butter or lesser. So I decided to go with something. I really want more genetics with my red stripe stuff, but I'm not sure if one of these is the gene to go with. So I'm thinking maybe next year I may, go like a yellow belly direction or something. But yeah, this is who I was pairing to, and I just don't think this is the way I should go. So probably be changing my mind. More than likely going with the other guy. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Whether I should go with whether I should go with him or the leopard pastel orange ghost. Y'all chime in. Let me know in the comments. And then here we have another female that I had put in with, and they actually had locked. This is just a pastel. I purchased her as a pastel head hypo. Whether she's head hypo, I don't really know. I have never tried to prove her out. And so that was also something that I was thinking on, like, man, should I go ahead and try to prove her out? But then my thought process was, if she didn't prove hypo, I didn't want to have a bunch of just normal and pastel head hypos. That just wasn't something I really wanted to do. So I said, well, the red stripe may go good with her. So I threw him in there. Red stripe and pastel don't look too horrible together. So I'm debating if I'm going to continue this route or if I'm going to put, because last year I paired her to a GHI, to my GHI. And so I'm thinking, maybe I'll go that route this season, pair her to him. And, we'll see what's what. So what do you guys think? Should I go with the red stripe or go ahead and try to prove her for hypo? Or go with maybe the GHI, or I've even got actually a cinnamon bamboo head G-stripe that, add some cinnamon with the pastel, or the bamboo, pastel to the bamboo. So what do you guys think? Those are the three options I'm probably going to rock with. Because I got a hypo male, gorgeous hypo male, really good looking hypo. I just, like I said, I don't know if I want a bunch of pastel or normal head hypos, but I guess I could go that route. And if she doesn't, at least I got 100%, head hypos, and then I can hopefully hit a female or two in there and just keep them back, raise them up, and, end up with a visual, like maybe a clown head hypo or, something of that nature, and pair them back to end up, making more double heads or something. So you guys let me know what y'all think. So here's another pairing that I've done this season. I actually started this pairing last season, and this girl just never went. So, of course, repeat pairing. So this fella here, Super ENCHI OD Spot Nose. I've named him Sid, and shout out to my boy Jakendall over at Sick Witted Ball Pythons, because this is a Sick Witted Ball Pythons production, and this is just look at this dude, man, gorgeous looking male, just a great looking fella. And so I've been pairing him with this girl to get some yellow belly into this here project. So you figure at best I could end up with, if I hit a 4-gene animal, an ENCHI OD Spot Nose yellow belly. And so just really I love to see, just how much more difference the yellow belly would make in this combo. Obviously it would be a little different, the pattern wouldn't be as reduced because it's not super ENCHI, but still, man, this you know, I'm excited about this, and this girl is nice size. So I'm hoping she goes for me this year. I was thinking I had seen an ovulation not too long ago, and so she's kind of getting a little dark. Maybe I can see that tail. She's getting a little darker, so she's looking like she actually might be about to go in shed. So I'm not gonna do too much with her, but we're gonna find out, and hopefully, you know, I wish cross y'all fingers. She's about 2,000 grams, so hopefully we get about a good 8 to 10 eggs out of this cluster. So that'll give us more options, or more chances, I should say, at hitting all genes. And so here we have, you know, another female that I've paired this fella to. And I'm kind of cautious with her because this is the last girl that bit me. She tagged me good too. But this is just a normal female. She's never been bred. She's about 4.5, maybe 5 years old. And she's got a kind of a, you know, her pattern is a little busy to me. But big old normal girl, I call her normal. She's about 2,000 grams or close to it. And you know, again, with him being super inchy, Orange Dream, Spot Nose, you know, won't produce any normal. So at minimals, I'll have inchies out of this parent. So I said, you know, I'll go ahead and run him to her. Make some, I don't want to call them necessarily low-end snakes, but just, you know, some animals that are not as high-end for those who are into the hobby, want an animal, but, you know, don't want to jump into clown and all that recessive stuff, you know, that don't have, you know, thousands to spend. You know, just for more so like pet stuff, you know. And then again, you know, just some nice other combos to possibly have. Maybe some females I can run some recessive to down the line or something of that nature. So, yeah, this is, these are his couple of pairings for this season. And here we have this pairing. So this is one of my most, I guess you would say, anticipated clutches of this season for me. So this is my ENCHI Asphalt, 100% het pied. His name is Waldo. And this is Madam Yoko, my yellow belly. That's Pot's het pied. And so let's see. You guys can see that tail. So I purchased her as a yellow belly het pied. But I say Pot's het because I've never proven her out. And this is the mother who, this is the mother to my GHI yellow belly and those other yellow bellies that I had in that pairing last year. And I'm really excited to see, you know, for one, if she proves het pied. And secondly, man, he's got some scoring on him. So he got out early. Let me give y'all the rundown on him. So he's actually doing pretty good. It looks a little worse than it is. So he's been shedding this out. But he got out earlier this year. I'm sure y'all might remember that video. And I guess whatever he was into, wherever he was, he scratched himself up pretty good. But he's been healing really well. But these things look pretty ugly. So he's been shedding quite a bit. But, you know, still healthy, still eating like a champ. You know, it didn't slow him down none. He actually still always trying to get out. But, man, I'm really excited to see this here pairing. You know, see what comes out. I haven't necessarily seen a confirmed lock out of these two. But I've seen all the signs that more than likely they've locked because I've opened the tub several times and their tails are right next to each other, like if they just finished being locked or like they was about to lock. So I'm pretty sure I've got a couple of locks out of them. I just haven't visually seen them. So still waiting to see it. But this girl is definitely proven and he's producing plugs for sure. So excited about this one. And then I'm sure y'all remember this beautiful guy here. So, of course, this is still Waldo, my ENCHI Asphalt het pied. And I'm also pairing him to this beautiful albino pastel champagne. And this is the mother to my double het albino clown babies that I've got. I got a 1.2, so I've got a male, just double het albino clown. And I've got two female pastel double het albino clowns. And so really can't wait till they get bigger to, you know, make that pair and see if I hit that gorgeous animal. But yeah, so I've been pairing him to these two together because I saw an animal that I hadn't, well, a combo or morph, I should say, that I hadn't seen before. It was called an ace ball. And, you know, Asphalt is part of the yellow belly complex. And so I do like, you know, with champagne, how yellow belly interacts with champagne. And, you know, ENCHI also reacts very well with champagne. And so I figured, you know, hey, I've got something out of the yellow belly complex. And I've also got ENCHI. So you know, and plus he's het pied. So, you know, with champagne, you know, say we hit a champagne het pied, you know, they produce those nice ringers, and then everything, of course, would be 100% het albino. So, you know, if I did hit a nice little, you know, het pied out of these, then, you know, may end up with some albino het pieds or albino pieds, you know, down the line. But this was the other pairing I did with these two, and I'm excited to see what these look like, to be able to, I really want to just see if I'll be able to see the asphalt, if I'll be able to ID it myself in this pair. And again, this girl here is who laid my Mother's Day clutch last year, so she laid in May, and so I just started back pairing her, and so hopefully, you know, thinking probably around June she'll be going this year, but I'm excited to see, you know, what comes of these two. So y'all definitely stay on the lookout for what we got going here at Maine's Morphs. And this right here is actually the final pairing that I'm doing with this guy. So this is actually a joint collaboration. But I'm breeding this fella here. You know, ENCHI asphalt, 100% het pied. So obviously, would only be right to breed them to a pied female. So I'm breeding them to this gal here, and you know, hopefully we hit like some nice, good-looking asphalt pies. You know, get more asphalt into the pied stuff, and you know, obviously we're gonna definitely take off with that, because then we can go many directions. You know, breed the pied to yellow bellies and different things of that nature, and make, you know, freeway pieds, which is what I'm hoping to get out of the last pairing I showed you. You know, Yoko, but also just have, you know, more asphalt in the collection. And then, you know, down the line I plan on hitting some super asphalt. So, you know, definitely a direction I'm trying to go. So, you know, nothing too major with this one, but, you know, I'm definitely excited. You know, obviously he'll prove for pied, because, well, just let y'all see. Y'all see, you know, he's definitely got the markers. But excited, you know, just to see some nice, you know, I want to really be able to see if I can ID this asphalt in this, which, I mean, obviously it'll interact like yellow belly does, so I should be able to see it fairly well in this pied stuff. But, you know, excited to produce some pieds this season, and you know, I got a couple of shots at, so I've got 2 shots, actually 3 shots this season at producing pieds. So between the 3, I'm gonna produce some somewhere. So that's where we at right now. And last but not least, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this girl. So this is gorgeous het red exantic, and I don't know whether I want to go recessive with her right off top. I've been looking at like leopard combos, and you know, trying to see how leopard interacts with it. Then I'm thinking, okay, well, you know what, I'll go ahead and go with clown, you know, to get some het red in my clown stuff. And then I'm like, well, maybe I'll just put like a nice powerful male on top of this het red. So I'm thinking possibly the Super ENCHI OD Spot Nose. I may put him with her, get some really nice powerful stuff. You know, still another, you know, 4 to 5 genes at play, because, you know, we got the ENCHI, Orange Dream, the Spot Nose, and then obviously the het red. So ENCHI and het red, you know, they interact fairly decent. Spot Nose and het red, I believe that would be, I've seen a couple of spot nose het red combos, and it really busies up the pattern, because, you know, spot nose what it does with patterns, and of course het red. So I think that those will be some pretty decent combos. So I'm kind of contemplating going that way, just making some really heavy, nice codoms, and then probably end up trying to get, like, you know, raise a female up, and end up having by that time possibly a double recessive, and just running a double recessive straight to it with all those genes stacked on top. So boom, you know, by the time I'm able to produce, you know, I have nice genetics in that double recessive project. Now, which double recessive, I don't know. I know I definitely want het red in my clown stuff, and I don't know if I want to go maybe hypo, probably desert ghost, because I haven't seen a whole lot of desert ghost with het red stuff. But then to go a step further, I really want to make red exantic clowns. Even just red exantics, period. I like, you know, red exantics and what they do with certain other combinations, and so I really want to exploit that, because I feel like there's a lot that hasn't been done with het red. So I kind of want to work it a lot in different areas. You know, probably end up going with like some asphalt or something with it, adding it to maybe some freeway projects or something of that nature. But as of this season, I don't know which way I'm going. So guys, I once again need y'all's help. Do y'all think I should go ahead and throw the Mojave Clown Tour? you know, get some Mojave het reds, which I'm not really all that impressed by that combo, but it'll still be powerful because it'll be 100% het clown. Should I go with the Leopard Pastel Orange Ghost? Again, it'll still be another recessive project, adding more Orange Ghost or hypo, so adding the het red, you know, more genetics to that recessive. Or should I go ahead and just grab the powerful male, the Super ENCHI OD Spot Nose male, run him to her, and then wait till the babies come out of that and possibly have, you know, either a recessive female or raise up a female and have some really powerful double recessive males to run back to a nice powerful female. You guys give me y'all thoughts on that, because I'm still kind of in the air with it, and the season is definitely underway, so I need to figure out something like yesterday. So yeah, y'all definitely chime in and let me know what y'all think. So thank you guys for tuning in with your boy. Yeah, that's what I got going so far. I've got a couple of other projects because I still got my ENCHI Fire. That's a joint project with my boy Cornet Constrictor. So we gonna go ahead and push him to go ahead and get some content up, because again, we show, you know, he just dropped his first clutch yesterday. So when that one laid, man, we need some content from you. We need to see you pull the eggs. We need the whole 9 yards on that clutch. Y'all make sure y'all tell him in the comments too. But yeah, so I got that pairing, and then I got a black pastel female that I'm pairing to a leopard ultra male. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Unfortunately, she's not here. That's, you know, another collaboration, so she's away. But I'll definitely make sure I get you guys some pics of that. And what else I got? Oh, my ENCHI Emperor Pen. He's also being paired to a normal. Just like I said, to make some you know, some stuff that are for like people that just want to get into the industry, just want to get into the hobby, you know, just want an animal as a pet, not necessarily looking for a superstar powered, you know, star-studded, gene-stud, I don't know, but, you know, just super powerful animals. Just, you know, hey, I'm interested in snakes, you know, something on the mid to lower end, you know, a couple $100 here, you know, stuff like that. Because even though this is a passion and a hobby, it also is a business, and so you do have to, you know, cater to your audience, as they say. And so you have people who are just want it just for fun, you know what I'm saying? Just, hey, you know, I got 150, $200, you know, this is what I can do. Can you make something work? And so you definitely want to produce nice quality animals for that demographic. But then on the other end, you got people who are into, you know, desert ghosts, ultra male clowns, and stuff of that nature. And so you also want to cater to that audience and that demographic as well. And so while I'm not at that point yet, I am working toward that direction, but only with things that, of course, I'm interested in. So, you know, just working. And so I'll make sure I throw a pickup of Mellow locked with Isabella, because, you know, again, he's away on Mellow always gone. He ain't never at home. He's a rolling stone for real. But he's away on breed alone, so, well, not breed alone, but on a breeding project that we're doing, you know, trying to create some more babies over there. And so, you know, I'll make sure I throw a pic of him up, you know, so you guys can see that lock as well. And yeah, that's what we got going. So definitely chime in, because as I said, with the het red female, I don't know what direction I'm going, so I could definitely use some advice that way. With this butter, I'm still kind of, so I've only paired 2 males with her. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I did see a lock out of Agasu and her, so I may continue to stick with that. But I got an upset, y'all. So I just discovered that this Mojave that I've been raising up as a female all this time is actually a male. So I've got like a 1,300, 1,400 gram male Mojave. That had I known he was that last year, I probably would have used him last year. So I'm trying to debate if maybe I want to, you know, throw him in there with the butter and, you know, make some bells or shoot for some bells or something of that nature. Or maybe I want to throw, I got a phantom male, maybe I want to throw him in there with the butter. and they make an animal called a karma. So if you have not heard about it or don't know what it is, look them up. They're pretty nice animals, you know. I also got the cinnamon phantom, so I could throw him in there with the butter, and you know, I mean not cinnamon phantom, the cinnamon bambino. I could throw him in there and make some butter bamboos, some famboos. Oh no, they would be actually those would be bells actually. So bamboo and butter. So yeah, more bells, cinnamon butter, stuff of that nature. So got a couple of directions we can go. So you guys just chime in, let me know what y'all think on those pairings, and I think that is about it. So once again, thank y'all for tuning in and hanging out with your boy Maine for a minute. I know I could be a little long-winded. I was thinking about that like, man. But anywho, thank y'all for stopping through. And again, like I said earlier, if you have not, make sure that you go hit that like button. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you ring that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I go on. And until next time, peace.